All right, new Act-Man video. Why is the Super Mario Bros. Movie so awesome? Let's check it out.
What's up, everybody? It's a me, Actio. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's a me, Actio. And today we're talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. This is an all-time classic film from 1993, and it was a major breakthrough in the Nintendo Cinematic Universe series of films that saved Nintendo from bankruptcy. Yes, Mario and Luigi Mario have become iconic depictions and versions of our favorite plumbers. All right, but on the real, that movie was terrible. The Goombas, look at the Goombas, man. Dude. Stuff of nightmares. But until Detective Pikachu came out in 2019, this was the first and only live-action film based on a Nintendo game. Its impact was so negative, it discouraged Nintendo from producing films like this for a long time. So when a new Super Mario Bros. Movie was announced, we all thought, well, we hit rock bottom already. Nowhere to go but up. There was quite a bit of controversy surrounding the casting of the film, though I think everybody agreed Chris Pratt as Mario.
It was good.
So cool.
He's really so cool.
Okay. So how did the film turn out? Well,
it was good.
It's making money, so people want to see it. It's actually had the largest box office opening for an animated film ever, beating out Frozen 2. How much did Frozen 2 make? $1,450 million. I think the film has already made like over $400,000, so I guess you could say the film's been a big smash, bro. And judging from the success and positive reception from fans, I hope this opens the door for all kinds of new Nintendo films. Personally, I'd love to see an animated movie of Metroid. I feel like that would just be fucking
pretty sick.
So I'm willing to admit that I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to movies and TV shows. I'm much more anal when it comes to video games, but if I leave the theater feeling entertained, then most times that's a good movie to me. When I go to the theater, I go with expectations based on the film. Like when I went to go see Cocaine Bear, I did not expect Citizen Kane. I expected a bear to be high on cocaine and murdering people.
That's what you got.
That's what I got. And that's the same thing with the Mario movie. It's made for gamers and fans of the series, of course. But
a lot of little fan service Easter egg moments in the movie. It was great.
It also appeals to kids and, you know, the family audience. I went with my brother and my mom, and by the end she was like, I watched a cartoon today and I liked it. Funny how life works out. If you're going to watch this because you're a fan of Mario and you just want to see the universe portrayed on the big screen, then you're probably going to love it. The critics, on the other hand, have had wildly different
screw this
takes.
critics, man. Screw the critics.
Somehow this new animated adaptation of the video game is even worse than the abominable 1993 live action.
No shit.
What are you doing?
Okay, I understand not liking the movie, but thinking it's worse than that? I do not know what some of these critics were smoking. Crack out of their ass? Let's start with probably my only criticism, and one a lot of other people have brought up. The pacing.
It was very quick. It was very quick movie. The cuts were like bing, bang, boom. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
It's a pretty rushed movie.
Yeah.
But I have ADHD, so rushing things to keep things constantly entertaining, it works. It's clear they wanted to cover a lot of territory, but they didn't want to stretch the movie past 90 minutes. So I understand why the film is constantly jumping from place to place, but there's also quite a few characters to flesh out. Like, I don't think Luigi got enough screen time. I don't think he did enough in the film. And it feels like
he had a big part in the beginning, and then once they enter the Mario verse or whatever it's called, he just kind of doesn't have as much screen time anymore. The movie doesn't have
enough time to develop certain themes or dynamics. Character backgrounds and origin stories are super brief, which gets the job done, but leaves you wanting a bit more. Like, one scene I felt they spent too much time on was when Mario and Luigi are fixing this lady's plumbing, and it just spends a bit too long on this scuffle with a dog, and it's just felt unnecessary. Now, I was a bit concerned that Illumination would be handling the animation because I don't particularly enjoy their movies, and at this point I think we're all obligated to hate Minions. But I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, the animation and art style was fan-fucking-tastic.
I think Illumination does a good job.
Very true to the games, while taking some liberties to make it more realistic. Kind of the direction Odyssey took with New Donk City and how they portrayed Brooklyn. In most shots, there were tons of references in the background. Callbacks to Wrecking Crew, Jumpman arcades, and various other games. Visually, the animation was beautiful. I don't think there was ever a shot that looked lazy or anything. Characters are very expressive. It fits really well with the voice acting. The fight scenes are incredible. Everything is fast. It has impact, but it's still, you know, a cartoon. I'll also say the humor was decent. There weren't too many laugh out loud moments, but enough to get the job done and make it feel lighthearted. I don't think I ever cringed at the humor, which is a good sign.
No, yeah,
now let's talk about the casting. Well, Whoopi Goldberg as Birdo.
Okay.
Hands down the best performance. Whoopi Goldberg and Birdo are not actually in the film. Chris Pratt as Mario. Ooh, this was a tough one.
I never understood the hate for the Chris Pratt as Mario. I think a lot of people are just upset that I forget his name, but the original voice wasn't cast. But I think Chris Pratt is a great voice actor and he killed it. So I mean,
I was very skeptical given what I had seen in the trailers, but it turns out what we saw in the trailer were just like the worst lines, and some of those lines they just cut out entirely. I bet he was praying the film would be received well, because man, you would not want to be the guy who fucks up Mario's voice.
I feel like people forgot that he was in the Lego movie, and people love that movie.
Such a massive movie.
He did a really good job in that one.
And luckily he did really well. Like I said, some lines were different in the trailer than in the full release. Like he doesn't say Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. That commercial they show for the Mario Brothers that references the TV show is much different and incorporates Chris Pratt and Charlie Day's Italian accents. So slight spoilers, but they did have an explanation for why Mario and Luigi don't talk with an Italian accent throughout the whole film. Why it starts at the beginning and then they drop it is because their family members made fun of them. Now, people were also wondering why Charles Martinet cast as Mario, the guy who's voiced him since like 1992. And I feel it was the right choice. I would have been upset had they not given him cameo roles, but I think it makes sense that Mario and Luigi wouldn't talk with these exaggerated, over-the-top Italian accents for the entire length of a film. You know, whenever you heard Mario's voice in the games, it's usually like brief snippets of Mamma Mia. There's like 15 Mamma Mias in this movie.
They do say it
a
lot,
gets
yeah.
old. The only game I can think of where Mario has extended voiced dialogue is maybe the Mario and Luigi games, but even then it's just gibberish. It's just so the creative changes around the Italian accents in casting Chris Pratt, the sort of everyman guy as Mario, worked really well. Jack Black as Bowser.
Jack Black killed it as Bowser.
My favorite performance in the film.
Oh yeah.
Love really makes a guy come out of his shell.
I honestly didn't think it was possible. I might get a lot of hate for saying this, but guys, I think Jack Black did a better guy than whoever voiced Bowser in Mario Sunshine. I'm just saying. Hot take.
Mario! How dare you disturb my family vacation?
Jack Black brings this imposing presence to Bowser, but also that signature comedic funny guy side expressed through song and other actions, right?
Yeah, it was
Jack
a great
Black's
balance.
Music numbers in this are so great. Peaches, peaches, peaches.
It's a great song.
Peaches,
it's catchy.
It was stuck in my head for like an hour after leaving the theater.
Princess Peach at the end of the line. I'll make you mine.
Now Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
This a lot of people had issues with this. I mean, I'm sure Ackman will talk about it.
This was interesting. I think he fits really well. It's kind of like a cocky monkey boy, you know? He's the leader of the bunch, and
You know him well.
Seth Rogen's performance was great. He said prior to the movie that he doesn't do voices, and he wasn't going to do one for Donkey Kong, and he really didn't need to. I mean, Seth Rogen certainly did a better job than whoever voiced him.
I guess he didn't touch on the issue, but a lot of people had a problem with him not doing a voice. I thought it was whatever, but I mean, yeah, I saw a lot of drama online about that.
In the DK TV show, I felt the dynamic between Donkey Kong and Mario was awesome. The way they butt heads, but eventually become friends, like how the games progressed. You know, Donkey Kong was the first villain,
right?
You know, and Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi.
Charlie Day,
they
were
were
really
great
liked,
too.
yeah.
The casting turned out to not be a problem at all. The most
I
surprising
just wanted more Luigi.
performance was Keegan-Michael Key
he killed
as
it too.
Toad, who I don't know if they did voice effects on his performance, but he changed his voice in a way that really fits Toad. Doesn't sound like him at all. Now, the plot is pretty much what you'd expect, though it does subvert some expectations, the biggest being Peach's role as more of an independent girl boss. There's a scene where she's jumping around all these blocks and is super badass. So Mario is treated more as like an underdog, and Peach is less of a damsel in distress, and I like this dynamic. They offer a short explanation as to why she's the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Even though Peach is much more badass, she still ends up getting kidnapped and Mario has to rescue her. So you know the drill. Bowser steals the Power Star and threatens the Mushroom Kingdom and all the other kingdoms, and he attacks the Penguin Kingdom, imprisoning them in his castle. He has dreams of marrying Peach and even dons a certain outfit. The plot is pretty much Mario Odyssey. Bowser's planning a big wedding and
kinda.
Mario and friends have to go and stop it. Along the way, they team up with Donkey Kong, Toad, Cranky Kong, and yeah, it's a Mario movie, and I'm glad they didn't stray too far from what has been proven to work for this series. So I'll be getting into some spoilery territory here. Of course, the plot is, you should be able to guess how that progresses, but there are some pretty cool references and moments of fan service that I think you'll want to experience on your own. So skip to the timestamp on screen if you want to avoid any spoilers on references and stuff. All right, now that those losers are gone, Donkey Kong being introduced with the DK rap. That was just
cool, yeah.
Fucking awesome. Rather an easy choice, as the DK rap is consistently ranked amongst the greatest hip-hop tracks of all time. It was nice to see Donkey Kong 64 actually acknowledged and referenced. Though it does make me a bit sad that Grant Kirkhope, the composer of the DK rap, wasn't credited in the credits. Kind of shitty, but it is what it is. They did include Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, and even our boy Chunky. What more do you ask for? Lanky Kong. Nope. He didn't appear. Sadly, Lanky was killed in the Gulf War, so he wasn't there. But still, when DK and Mario are fighting and the DK crew is there cheering them on, like, that was fucking awesome. Near the end, when Mario and Luigi are fighting Bowser, they grab his tail and swing him around, just like Mario 64.
It's a longer Bowser.
Straight up, like this, seeing that on screen, you know, after playing that game in the 90s, a million years ago, heartwarming. Although they did miss an opportunity for a
so long, Bowser.
Yeah.
Mario, Peach, and Toad are traveling to the Kong country. There are brief shots of the Sand Kingdom from Odyssey and some other places that I can't remember. Also at the end in the wedding scene, King Bob-omb is there.
Oh, that
and
was
even
cool.
King Boo from
the two
Luigi's
kings.
Mansion. I was surprised by that. You know, they race carts down Rainbow Road. Donkey Kong's throwing barrels. They eat mushrooms to gain power-ups. There's a part where Mario, Peach, and Toad are building their carts, and it's straight up just
like the menu,
menu from Mario Kart 8. They also had those upside down moments, like in the game where your wheels turn horizontal. They had kites on the carts too. It's like, this movie is jam-packed with details that hardcore nerds like myself will notice and appreciate. But you don't need to notice these things in order to enjoy the film. They pulled a lot of animations straight from the game as well. You know, there's like a 1-second moment where Mario does that.
Yeah, I noticed
mid-air
that. That was
spin.
cool. Yeah.
You know, when he jumps on like
Does,
a
the
flower.
double jumper.
When Mario and Luigi have the Power Star, they run with their arms out like this. Stuff like that is always great to see because it means the people producing the film understood what they were adapting, down to the minute details. Pauline also makes a short appearance on a news segment, so that was cool. I think that's about it for certain references and spoilery Easter eggs that you may want to see for yourself. So if you're a Mario fan, I think you're gonna love this film. If you're a kid, I don't know why you're watching me, but I think you're gonna like it too. And even gamers who might not be Mario fans, but still know enough about it. I think it strikes a really nice balance in that it is one of those movies that pretty much appeals to as many people as possible without sacrificing a part of its identity. Like, it's not a super deep film, but I think for me, seeing all the references and fan service to this series of games that I've played for so many years, it was heartwarming. And that is why the Super Mario Bros. Movie is so awesome. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe to The Act Man for more awesome content. Why don't you go join my public Discord server.
The more the critics will hate the movie, the more the fans will cheer.
And let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. What did you think of the voice acting? Who had your favorite or least favorite performance? And does this make you want to rewatch the 1993 film? All right, everyone. That's all I got for today. This is The Act Man signing out.
All right, thanks, Zachman.